Adrian here. What's going on, guys? So we got the trash can at the Jumper Plus FXT full setup. Just gonna give it a go. My initial thoughts was to go fly over by that park, but there's little kids over there, so we're just gonna do a little run over the baseball field, maybe head over in that field a little bit, but enjoy. All right, guys, so we have 4 batteries total. That's what came with this. We're going to run the first 2 now. We'll run the second 2 directly after. And we will also run this on 1S. We'll run this on 1 battery once we get back to the house. This is a really fun drone, really durable drone. It's windy. I got like a 12-mile-an-hour wind out here, which will affect it slightly because I am wide out and open, and I do go up a little bit in altitude. Nothing too crazy. Look at the video quality, though. This is not DVR on board, as you can see the breakup now as we go away from ourselves. But the video quality is pretty darn good, and FXT goggles, I've noted, is kind of downgrading the FPV just a little bit because it has high detail, and I think it could use a little bit of highlighting. I think it's a little bit dark, but even with all that being said, this Cadex camera is epic. Look at the quality that we're getting from this. Obviously, again, we're getting a little bit of breakup as we go away from ourselves, but all in all, the quality is great. The quality that I saw in the goggles was amazing. We will start doing a little bit of flippage, a little bit of acro here. As you can see, bottom right, we are flying an acro. I've built my confidence with flying an acro with this because of how durable it is. I've smacked this off the pavement pretty hard. It didn't break. I had a couple scratches on it, and then the second batteries, 3 and 4 that we run, we get really crazy. Like I start doing like triple, quadruple barrels and stuff like that. Just really showcasing what this thing can do, what I can do a little bit. Obviously they're not clean and crisp, but I'm getting there. Just really having fun with this. This right now is the go-to on the market for a brushless swoop. If you're looking for a brushless swoop, I highly suggest getting this. You get 4 batteries with this. You get the option to plug in one of the battery spots with a little connector that will allow you to run 1S. And then that juncture, if you're only running 1S, you have 4 flights. 4 flights. And again, I did run this. I ran this at the end of this video, which you will see if you stay with me. I ran this on 1S, and we got, I believe, close to 3 minutes. Close to 3 minutes on a kind of chill flight in the wind. Not really doing too much. But you figure 2.5 minutes, 2.5, 5, you're almost looking at 10 minutes of a very conservative low balling of a 1S, and there's a little bit of speed for you. I don't have my camera angled up as high as I think I should, because I tried to do a couple runs and I wasn't really comfortable because I was looking at the ground. Hey, how'd you like that? That was good, right? A little bit of snap. Just toot my horn there a little bit. And if you're looking for HD quality, the Armor 85 from Makerfire has dope HD quality, but the frame is fragile. Shame on you, Makerfire, for making such a dope drone with a fragile frame. The other thing, the Mob 7, don't get the Mob 7. If you're thinking about getting the Mob 7, get the Trashcan. The Mob 7's the Mob 7's frame is trash compared to the Trashcan. You're going to trash the Mob 7's frame versus the Trashcan, where the Trashcan can take a beating. So we're going to go ahead and land here, and then we will jump right into the second 2 packs. Pack 3 and Pack 4, here we go. And again, we are going to get a little bit more reckless on this flight as far as the flippage, as far as the barrels goes. If I had maybe about 40 batteries, if I had about maybe 40 batteries with this, I probably would have stayed on the bench that I was sitting on. It's a beautiful day despite the wind, and just burned around. And that really, I believe, is how you build your FPV skill. I believe just trial and error in real world environment is how you do it. Of course, on a sim, I play on a sim here and there. I really don't play on it often. Maybe this year I've been on my sim twice. Two times out of the year, and we are going almost into April here. We'll be going into April soon, showing you a little bit of the speed qualities. And again, I should have my camera angle tilted upwards just a little bit. I don't need extreme pitch because I'm not really Need for Speed guy. I haven't broken that door down where I gotta go super fast. Those slow rolls I absolutely love. Love the slow rolls, but as you will see, we throw in a couple insane. You'd have to slow it down and actually count the rolls. When I do I call it a quick snap, because it's totally different from doing a slow roll or a slow flip. The stick movement is completely different, and I call it a snap. I don't know what other guys are calling it, but that's what I call a snap, and I believe we will be coming up on a snap here. If not, it'll be the second portion of this flight. Yeah, there's a little bit of a snap. That wasn't as snappy as I can do it. There's some snap. There's some snap. But this is all fun, man. And again, I don't have to worry about crashness, so I can be a little bit more at free will to do this stuff and not have to worry about the quad, as opposed to having to worry about the quad and limiting myself on what I'm going to try and what I'm going to attempt to do. Now you can see we're at 6.3, 6.4, 6.5. It levels out as we slow down, and we will get back into this in a minute. Let's just say the ground's a little bit wet. Trash can looking more like a trash can now. Still got some juice on the battery. I think we're good. As you can see, both batteries are still in there. Definitely need that foam tape to keep them in there, because you can see on the crash they did move a little bit. That was just me getting a little bit crazy, and it's really windy out here, but this is handling well. And the reason I was trying to show you that voltage, you can see where we're setting at now, 7.2. It's risen considerably. So you really have to fly this a couple times to know when to stop, and when to allow it to recover, so to speak, as far as on the battery goes. But keep an eye on the battery now. We're at 5.6, 5.5, 5.4, 5.3. The battery is dropping really, really quickly right now. I don't know if it's because of the bad battery that I have, because if you watch my unboxing, I do believe I noted that I had a bad battery. Alright guys, I'm home, and after watching that last one, the voltage dropped really quickly, and I think it's due to this battery. This was the one battery that's swollen. As you can see, I have the little tap right there. That plug comes with it. That way you can run 1S. That's what we're going to do, and that's the way I'm running 1S, so the battery fits in. Just kind of putting it like that, and it's sandwiched. It's in there tight. We'll see what type of flight time we get on it. This is really just to try to condition that battery. And this was the one that swelled after the first flight, so maybe it's junk, maybe it's garbage, maybe I need to get rid of it. But let's go for another flight. And as you can see, we are disarmed. And we are armed. Let's go. J-drone down at the bottom is super easy to customize. If somebody needs help customizing it in beta flight, I'd be more than happy to help you doing so. And again, this right here, we were at 4.0, I believe it was read. We're already down to 3.2. So there's decent draw on it immediately when you're running 1S, but it's staying pretty steady at 3.2. Now we're at 3.1. And again, we have a high wind. Besides me crashing it a couple times in the high wind, I think that's where some of the jello is coming from. And also the camera is kind of levitating. If you have a look at your trash can, or you look at an image from your trash cam, the trash can cam, the camera is literally not sitting on a post or anything. So it'd be smart maybe to take the same foam that we put, the double-sided pre-cut stick pads, just to compensate for the battery. Also underneath that way it's not bobbing up and down a little bit, and I think that'll alleviate some of our jello. But all in all, I don't think this battery is trash, because we've been holding steady at 3.2, 3.0 for a decent amount of time now. We're running 1 minute 12 seconds now. We just got in 2.9, 3.0, so it's holding pretty strong. So I don't know, maybe it was just the maneuvers that I was doing and it trying to recover, that it was a high draw on the battery itself. But I did note when I came back home from the last flight, this battery wasn't sitting at a level like I think it's 3.2 what the other one was sitting at. And even after this, when we went inside, I tested the battery and it leveled out at 3.2, despite the draw that we put on it. As you can see, we're at 2.8. holding steady at 2.8. It's really not dropping super quick, 2.7. Guys, I'm Jadron. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you haven't smashed the thumbs up button, do me a favor, do so. PayPal down below. If you appreciate everything that I'm doing, throw me $1, $2, $5, $1 million, and we'll be doing big things. Later.